What you actually have to do in order to cut down successfully is nothing special. It's all about sticking to the basics. It's all about having your fundamentals clean and written down. It's all about doing the work. It's all about eating the meals. It's all about not overeating. If you are really serious with your diet, and if you have really strong goals, and if you have really serious goals, you just can't permit to yourself eating, for example, a cheat meal, or for example, taking a bite of that cookie. I mean, obviously, if you don't have that much of a serious goal, if you're not a serious person, if you don't want any real improvement in your life, then go ahead and do that. But if you do want that, I'm quite sure you won't do it. I'm quite sure you just can't take a cheat bite. You just can't eat anything that is not in your meal plans. And what you have to do is calculate your maintenance calories. It's all about that. You can use just any kind of online calculator on the internet. For example, TDA calculator, I just use that. And I typed in my data, my age, my weight, my fitness goals, and it just threw out my maintenance calories. Now what you have to do? For example, it came down to 2500 calories. Divide 500 from that, and you got 2000 calories. That is the amount that your caloric deficit is going to be. It's not more, not less, it's 2000. If you eat 2000, your weight should go down. If it doesn't, you are not eating 2000 calories, you are eating more. And if you gain weight, you may be eating more than your actual maintenance calories. So be careful with that. You can also be seeing numbers going up on the scale because of water is actually in your muscles after the workout. It's like a really bro science. If you join my course, by the way, that is linked in the program, you can watch a video on it by me telling you in actual real science that how does it work. But if I just wanna say it to you easily, it's just water is in your muscles because of glycogen imbalance. So that way, for example, after a strong workout, especially after a leg workout, because the legs are the biggest muscles in your body. So after a leg workout, the scale may go up by 1, 2 or even 3 kilograms, which is not fat, by the way, it's just water. It's just imbalance in your weight, but still, that's why also you shouldn't look up the scale. You only should look at the mirror and the changes you see in the mirror. Obviously, a scale is a good viewpoint. It may be a good achievement, but it can determine the actual quality of your weight loss journey. So have that clear, and if you are a hobby bodybuilder like me or like other guys in our group or other self-improvement individuals, then what you only should consider is hitting your protein goal. Obviously, carbohydrates and fats are also a huge key in your success, but protein is everything. If you don't eat protein, you don't build muscle. Straight up. It's that easy. If you do hit your protein goal, which should be 1.5 to 2.5 kilograms per body weight, individual's body weight, then you are good to go, and you bound to have a successful weight loss in your journey. And it will take time, obviously, but it will happen. Another thing which many people don't mention, that it's just calories. Yes, but one thing, if you are a fat person, or if you were a fat person but you bulked up again and try to lose weight again, like me right now, what you have to do is cardio. You have to do a lot of cardio, a lot of moving, because I don't know about you, but for me, It's always been about cardio. If I did cardio, I lost weight. If I didn't do it, then I didn't lose any kind of fucking weight. I tried cutting without cardio. It didn't happen. Maybe because my macros were fucked up, or maybe because I overeaten. I'm not sure, but if you were a fat guy, or if you are a fat guy, then do cardio. Half an hour to 1 hour a day. If you are real crazy and you want it to go faster, which I don't always recommend, because the longer it takes, the more quality your cut will be. But if you are really keen on doing it faster, then you can even do 2 hours of cardio a day, and well, the more you move, the more fat you burn. So for example, if you have a choice to go to the shopping mall, for example, with car or by walk, then go by walk, because you also burn calories with that. And another thing is, always overestimate the foods you are eating. So for example, if you think your chicken and rice meal contains 600 calories, then just be sure to write 700, because you can know for sure. And doing that, by doing that, you will always be in a caloric deficit, because you again overestimated the calories you have intook. So now you are sure to lose weight, even with that, even by consuming the meals. Another tactic which I recommend, which really helped me, is skipping one meal. It can be breakfast, it can be dinner, or maybe even lunch. But I just usually choose to skip breakfast because I'm not always hungry when I wake up. So I might just do a 4 or a 5 hour fast, intermittent fasting, and then I just eat lunch. And that way you skip one meal basically, and that's at least 500 calories you have saved there. So if you can do that, be sure to try it. It's a great method, I think. Also, you can drink protein powder or any kind of thing, or you can drink a coffee as well, maybe, because it's kind of protein fasting. Protein is a good thing, but I wouldn't eat anything else if I would be in your place. Another thing is weightlifting. Many people ask if weightlifting should be different than in your than in your bulk, or you should train with a different method, or you should do more reps. No, you don't. Do the same exact fucking workout, because again, you will keep the results with the technique that helped you achieve those results. It's that simple. So do that. Another key factor, and another misconception that people say is oh, breakfast is the most important thing. Going back to the thing I just said with intermittent fasting, breakfast is the most important. No, dinner is the most important. Or you can't eat a lot of food for dinner because then you will have a bad sleep. I would disagree. It really doesn't matter. Skip whatever you like. Do it however you like it. It doesn't really matter. As long as you take in the macros which you need to eat and the calories, then it really doesn't matter. That if you are eating that if your dinner is your biggest meal, then it's even better, because think about it. You won't be hungry in your sleep. If you are in that stage of your diet, that can happen. You will be hungry in your sleep, and maybe you will even wake up, but your sleep won't be as deep, and the REM phase just won't be as long, which again neglects recovery, and you also don't produce as much growth hormones if your REM phase in your sleep is not as good. And it's really that simple. Also, your sleep can't be under 7 hours, but it's better if you sleep 8 or 9. 6, 5, or even 4, who the fuck sleeps 4 hours? Anyway, it's not good. You just can't regenerate. You will lose muscle. You won't produce as many growth hormones. You will just burn your muscle. while in a caloric deficit. Yeah, sure, you will lose weight, but it's going to be muscle you are using, and you really want to avoid that. Even if you don't go to the gym, you are just a normal person, you still need muscle. You still need that little amount of muscle mass that's on your body, and you definitely don't want to lose that. So be sure to have enough sleep, track your macros, and eat the same exact foods that you need, and keep the same exact calories, and hit the same exact workouts that you are hitting while you are bulking. And if this is your first diet, then just do a very simple push-pull leg workout. It's the best. Not full body, not fucking lower upper, just do push-pull legs. It's the simplest, very simple. Push muscles, chest, triceps, shoulders, pull muscles, back, biceps, and legs. Legs are just legs. It's that simple. That way you can train your body, every body part twice a week, but then they still have enough time for them to rest, so frequency is good, effort is good, you can train hard enough because your muscles have enough time to rest, and that's basically it. Be sure to join my course, or at least take a look at the link in the description if you have enjoyed this video and if you think it helped you. If you are in the same shoes as me, or you were in the same shoes as me, which is you were a fat person, you didn't have friends, you didn't have any confidence, you were just a nerd who sat in all day on your computer chair while playing League of Legends, for example, then especially join my course, and I will help you to become a male who you can be proud of, is seen as attractive by girls, who can be, or whose family members can be proud of. Be sure to take a look at my course and join it. My name is Tommy. I help those guys in need who are like my younger self. See you in the next video.